Hi, Blake Lively. I'm someone that you will never meet. My name is Edward. I was a big fan. I started following your career when I saw the movie The Age of Adeline in 2015, and I really enjoyed your work, and I thought you were so cool. And I started following your career and being a fan. And so naturally, I was disappointed and sad when I started hearing all this stuff that was going on with these accusations and the lawsuit regarding It Ends With Us. I started following the information that was coming out via many sources on the internet. It seems like it's really captured a lot of people's attention because there's such a feeling in the air right now of the wealthy and powerful abusing their power and not caring about anyone else. And so I feel like that was kind of the vibe that I was feeling with these accusations and with this lawsuit. Now, I can't say anything about how you felt in terms of SA. That's, valid. It's something I cannot speak about because I know nothing about what it feels like to be you and how it felt in the situations you were in. However, I feel like from an outsider's perspective, mistakes were made on both sides. Mistakes were made on Justin Baldoni's part, mistakes were made on your part. From an outsider's perspective, okay, I don't know you, I don't know what it's like to be you, but I'm just a person who thinks a lot and is very, very into analyzing my life and becoming aware and growing and learning from my experiences. And what it looks like to me is this kind of spiraled out of control. You probably at this point feel really overwhelmed with all the hate and negativity that's coming your way. And as well as Justin Baldoni, I'm assuming feels pretty horrible about this whole thing as well and really doesn't want to harm you or your career. It seems like he's just trying to defend himself and take care of his family because he has one child, I think. And his future and his ability to work and do creative projects are at stake. And obviously, if he did something wrong, well, that's his own fault. But what it looks like from everything that I've seen is it doesn't look like he did anything along the lines of what he's being accused of doing. It looks to me like, yeah, he made some mistakes. He wasn't the strongest leader. He wasn't the strongest director. Maybe he has a lot of issues with seeing himself as a compassionate and empathetic person, maybe to a fault, maybe too much. And it gets in the way of his living his life and working. Sometimes we go overboard trying to be something or trying to portray something or trying to bring something aspect of ourselves out. And we kind of get blinded and don't realize, yeah, I have that quality, but I also have other qualities. I'm not 100% perfect, empathetic, and loving and understanding all the time. So that's self-awareness. But on your part as well, it feels to me like maybe you're denying to yourself that you have some responsibility in this matter as well. From an outsider's perspective, again, just me. This is just me. I don't know. This is just what I'm feeling. And I feel like this is a wonderful opportunity for all of us to learn and grow, to see a celebrity admitting, you know what? Yes, I felt this way, but I feel like this whole thing kind of blew up and took on a life of its own, and it just was going so fast, and I couldn't stop it, and I didn't know what to do, and I felt like I had to defend myself. And I mean, this all occurred to me too. My heart opened when I was watching a Kirsty Flaw video, and ironically, she's the person that was accused of smearing your name. But her video actually made me see, and I will link the video below, made me see that, you know what? I still do want everyone to win in this situation. I don't want to see Blake Lively crushed and destroyed. And yeah, I mean, she's a mother of four now. She recently had a baby. Changes, emotional changes, physical changes. I don't know what that's like. I'm sure that does crazy things to your mind and body. The stress of having very successful friends like your husband and your friend Taylor, who are superstars, super successful, the stress for you to sort of keep up with that, in addition to being a mother, that's a lot. The um, desire to move your career forward, to take ownership of this movie in a way that will lead you to more producing roles in the future. Um, Wanting to progress your career, being a woman in entertainment, I'm sure it has challenges when you're looked at all the time, you're watched, every word you say is scrutinized, every inch of your face and your hair and your body and what, your size and how fit you are is scrutinized all the time. That's a lot of stress. And I can see where it would lead to this situation just escalating and escalating and feeling like it's out of control now. There's nothing you can do. But people, and I know it seems like everybody hates, we hate so freely and we just love seeing people fall. But when I was watching this video and I felt it in my heart. I felt, oh, I really want Blake Lively to be okay from this. And I think that people, all of us, in our hearts, we're good. We want to see people win. We want to see people succeed. And yeah, of course, there's going to be some haters out there that want to see you crushed and fall. And I also want to see Justin Baldoni succeed because I feel like he didn't really do the things he's accused of doing. But I can see where you would feel a certain way and where you would feel the need to express that and maybe feel like people were ganging up on you. And honestly, I don't think Kirsty Flaw um, meant to smear you like that. I just feel like that was something that she had on tape, and you were in the conversation. So, of course, she's going to share it because it's like, okay, people are talking about her a lot right now. I have something to say because I have personal experience, so, here it is. And maybe people don't understand your sense of humor, and maybe you haven't really taken a good deep look at the parts of yourself that maybe you don't love so much, the insecure parts that we can all relate to. We can all relate to being insecure, feeling uncomfortable. Um, I can imagine working in a field where you have to be so close to people and emote feelings for someone that you don't really have. It's confusing and complicated, and I can't imagine what that does to a person. And yeah, it's all so complicated and confusing. But my main point is people can understand all that. People can understand there was a lot going on. Things got out of control. I maybe wasn't as self-aware as I could have been, but I don't want to crush this man's career. And it's time to end this whole thing. It's time to end this whole thing right now. Friends, friends again. And I honestly do think that the two of you could be friends again and work together again. There's an expression, and I've heard this from Marianne Williamson, and I'm not sure exactly where it comes from, but it's something like the holiest place on earth is where an old conflict becomes a friendship or something that's terribly off. But you get the point. That's when we grow from conflict, from making mistakes, and then admitting, you know what? I've got to take responsibility for some of this too. And just end this. And can you hear my housemate coughing? Sicky. That's why I'm hiding in the bathroom right now. My housemate is homesick. Uh, but we want to love you. We want to love you. We want to see you rise. We want to see both of you and your family and your friends. We want to see you succeed. I know I do, and I honestly think, with even though there's so much hate, it seems like everybody's so hateful these days, but underneath it all, we do root for you. We do root for everybody to succeed because when they succeed, what we put out, we get. We root for you. We root for ourselves. We all want to succeed, and it all starts with self-awareness and taking responsibility and just ending all this conflict because there's so much conflict going on. And there's so much going on in the USA right now, especially that is just it just it's overwhelming. And January has been a crazy month, and everybody's sick. My friend broke his leg. The pipes exploded at the restaurant. Um, my house is falling down, and they're going to have to replace windows. Um, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot going on. This year has really sucked. And I feel like for you it has sucked as well. But um, let's all turn it around. Let's turn it around and make it a win for everybody. Because I want to see you succeed. I want to see you go on and be creative and do more stuff and make more movies. And I want to see Justin Baldoni living his dream and making more movies that he's passionate about. And yeah, we want a happy ending. I want a happy ending. We need a happy ending because things are things are not great in general. We need a happy ending. So um, yes, I'm sure you will never see this, but those are my thoughts, and I wish you well, and I wish Justin well, and I wish myself well too, because this year has sucked, but it's going to get better.